Everyone says that chin-ups are the best exercise for biceps, but I haven't programmed them for any of my clients who wanted bigger arms for years. So in the next 4 minutes, I'll show you the 2 exercises that will grow your biceps so fast, people think you're using steroids. First, here's why chin-ups don't work the biceps like you think they do. In a chin-up, your elbow is directly below your hands throughout the entire movement. And that means that the weight is pulling straight through the elbow joint, which means there's almost no tension on the bicep whatsoever. This is because of a concept called moment arm, which is the distance between the elbow joint and the line of force. And the bigger that distance, the more tension on the bicep. And that tension is exactly what builds muscle. But look what happens when we draw the lines from the shoulder joint instead. The moment arm is much larger, which means that all the tension goes to the back muscles. And that's why the chin-up is more of a back exercise than it is a bicep exercise. So if bigger biceps is your goal, we need exercises that actually maximize that tension. And for the last 12 months, the incline dumbbell curl was my go-to bicep exercise. I thought that stretching the muscle behind the body would lead to more growth, but this new study made me rethink everything. It turns out that the stretch alone isn't enough, and here's why. See, here in the starting position, yes, the bicep is fully stretched, and there is quite a bit of tension, but the exercise is heaviest in the middle of the rep. And so this exercise is actually quite similar to a regular dumbbell curl. So the stretch is there, but the tension isn't the biggest in that stretch position. And that combination is exactly what the next exercise nails. It's the Bayesian curl. And it's the exercise I wish I'd known 7 years ago when my arms were so skinny I didn't have the confidence to wear t-shirts. Now my arms did grow without it, but this exercise would have gotten me where I am today so much faster. And it works like this. You set the cable up to arm height, so that the cable runs almost horizontally behind you. Step forward and curl the weight up while keeping the elbows back. If the cable runs into your forearms, you're moving your elbows forward too much. Now do you see what's happening here? The cable is pulling horizontally, which creates the most tension possible while pulling the bicep in the fully stretched position. So you get the tension and the stretch at the same time. And that's what the incline curl was missing. I actually just added the Bayesian curl back into my own program, and the pump was unreal. And there's this one thing that made my arms feel like they were about to explode. Throughout the entire rep, consciously twist your pinky towards the ceiling, also known as supination. And someone called me out in the comments on my previous video that I wasn't practicing what I preach in my own training, and they were right. I'm not going from neutral all the way to supination. But the thing is, you don't need to. Just a subtle pinky twist, especially towards the end of the rep, is enough. And it maximizes the contraction on every single rep. But just doing the Bayesian curl alone isn't enough. The exercises that I just showed you are behind the body curls. And because of this, they bias the long head of the bicep, which is that peak of the bicep. But the bicep also has a short head, which is more for thickness. And to bias that head, it needs to be in front of the body. So how do we get maximum tension in that stretch position while keeping the arm in front of the body? It's the exercise I've loved doing for the last couple of years now, the preacher curl. And honestly, I think this exercise is the reason my arms have grown as much as they have. And let me show you why. Yes, the exercise is hardest in the middle of the rep, but look at the stretch position here. There's still very decent tension, especially if you compare it to other curls that are in front of the body. Add the stability of the bench, and that's what makes the preacher curl so freaking good. And together with the Bayesian curl, you've got the 2 exercises that will grow your biceps faster than anything else you've ever tried. I've now programmed 3 sets of Bayesian curls on one day and 3 sets of preachers on the other. Both 10 to 15 reps and taking each set to true failure. And if you want a free workout program, you can get my 2, 3 and 4 day splits in the description below. But here's the thing. Even the biggest biceps look small when your shoulders are narrow. So watch this video next and I'll show you how to blow up your shoulders.